Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. It is Wicked Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. It is July the 8th, okay? So I hope you guys are doing well, okay, so far. Obviously, whenever you see this video. Right now the time is 4:23 p.m., okay? So angel number 234 could be significant. And funny enough, I saw that today when I was out because like I said to you guys, I had an appointment to take my mom to. So I went and did that. And then I came back home, was chit-chatting with some family and stuff, and then after everybody left I said, okay, let me do a reading and stuff for you guys after the fact, right? So I'm gonna get started and see what messages I can pull for you guys when it comes to heart messages, okay, psychic tarot for the heart messages, and also angel guide messages, okay? So let's see what you guys might need to know. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What do they need to know for July the 8th? All right, guys, I'm just going to shuffle both of them at the same time. So if you want to skip this part, you can skip this part. Okay, but I'm just going to shuffle these cards quickly. All right, so I'll use this deck first, okay? So I haven't used this in a while, I think. But Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for July the 8th? What messages do you have for the collective? Thank you. All right, guys, so with the number 7, okay, something to do with you awaiting results, okay? Now, when I see this card and I see like the roots, okay, I think of 4th house energy, even though this is the number 7. Okay, this is also talking about, like, if you're talking about 7th house, this could be close and personal relationships, business, you know, relationships, things like that. But for some reason with angel number 777, this is like about inner knowing, okay? Having inner knowing about your gifts, your skills, your talents, basically anything to do with like your purpose, right? For some of you guys, awaiting results could be anything. This could be a test, an exam. This could be by spirit, waiting for results from spirit. Okay, this could be waiting for results when it comes to dealing with certain situations, and maybe you guys are waiting for results, okay, confirmations. 2, 3, 4 on the timer just now as well. When I think of the roots that are coming from, you know, the person's, it's like starting from their legs and it's going up into their body. It reminds me of the 4th house because 4th house talks about roots, okay? So family, foundations, domestic matters, things like that. Ancestors are significant. Some of you guys are connecting to your ancestors, or you have like an inner knowing that you're supposed to connect with your ancestors. So Spirit, what are they awaiting results for? What is the collective awaiting? Thank you. We have coming together. So there's something about you waiting results because you guys are coming together with other people. Now, this could be coming together with a partnership. This could be 2 other people. So you and someone else, or this could be coming together like a collective of people, like a group of people. It doesn't have to be per se, but it's just the whole idea where you guys could be coming together, or like it's like a group, okay? But partnerships are significant. This is about awaiting results when it comes to harmony, okay, balance, you know, things of that matter, right? So there's something about you coming together with somebody else when it comes to a partnership. Now, this could be you in spirit as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, a person, right? We also have control. So some of you guys are learning to take control of your thoughts, okay? So even taking control of your thoughts, but not only just taking control of your thoughts, being able to be in control when it comes to your destiny, okay? With the number 8, that talks about power, stepping into your power, reclaiming your power. You know, when it comes to having control of your thoughts, it's almost like this person that's wearing like this hat. If you notice this type of hat, I don't know why I'm getting the feeling of X-Men. I don't know who is into X-Men, and I haven't seen a lot lately. Like, I used to be into X-Men like crazy, and then I kind of fell off, I'm not gonna lie. But there is something about X-Men that could be significant. This may not just be about the movie itself, but the character Magneto, okay? And if anybody knows about Magneto, it's like once he has that helmet on his head, nobody can penetrate his mind or control his mind in that sense, right? It almost feels like that energy, like somebody who's in control of their thoughts. It's like even if somebody else tries to control your thoughts, you are in control of your own thoughts. You're not allowing other people to tell you what to do, how to feel, what to say, how to act. Okay, now don't get me wrong, we all want to better ourselves and we learn to, you know, do better. Okay, so you learn better, you do better type of energy. But at the same time, with the number 8, there's something about reclaiming your power. So even when it comes to like society, okay, dealing with society, dealing with certain people, that is significant too. Some of you guys are learning that you are in control of your own destiny, whether people like it or not. Okay, we have well-deserved reward with the number 9. Okay, so some of you guys, like I said, you guys completed a cycle when it comes to you reclaiming your power. There's something about achievements and accolades that are very significant. Some of you guys are awaiting results because there's something about a well-deserved reward for what you guys have done, okay, and what you're achieving at this time, okay? For some of you guys, this well-deserved reward is because you guys are facing your darkest fears. Moon energy is significant. That is why you guys are receiving whatever this reward is, because you guys completed a cycle when it comes to you guys facing your darkest fears. Something to do with you strengthening bonds, okay? So there's certain bonds that you guys could be strengthening, whether this is within yourself, so self-love, whether this is a connection with somebody else, or this is a connection with spirit, or starting something brand new. If you notice, this person is walking in their own path, right? And whatever path you take, that's the path you're supposed to take when it comes to, your fortune. Even a flower is significant. Like the person is smelling flowers, okay? It's almost like the seeds that you've planted, they're starting to grow. They're starting to be abundant. And so it's almost like that person plucking that flower from their garden and walking with that flower and smelling, the riches of their abundance and things like that, because you guys are finding balance, right? So take what resonates with that. You guys are finding balance with the number 2. Whether this is like you educating yourself, so books are significant. This is also talking about filling up your own cup. Okay, divine timing is significant. But there's something also about you grounding yourself and being grounded, okay, with the root chakra energy as well. I'm going to get one more card from this deck and then use the other deck. Yeah, so I said something about stepping into something brand new. Look at this, new vitality. Okay, it's giving sun energy, something brand new, shining your light, spreading your wings at the bottom of the deck, okay? And then embracing your path, okay? When it comes to like you sharing your heart, connecting with other people when it comes to roots, okay? And I said something about root chakra, so base chakra at the bottom of the deck, and then we have crown chakra with the number 7. Like you guys have an inner knowing. For some of you guys have been detaching your energy as well. So again, when it comes to dealing with certain people, places, and things, you are learning to detach, and that's showing strength as well. Okay, detaching meaning that you're not allowing anybody to, control your destiny. Like I said, control your thoughts, your mind. However you feel about certain things is how you genuinely feel. And I'm not talking about like bullying or you just having a bad vibe about somebody and not really, seeing the situation through. Like, I'm not talking about that. I mean like living with people, working with people, dealing with people for years and years and seeing patterns and saying to yourself, you know what? I'm tired of this pattern. I don't want to deal with this pattern no more. I'm just going to disconnect and block whoever this person is. And that's working in your favor. Whether this is family, friends, a neighbor, a stranger, okay? Protecting your energy is more important than having people mess with your mental well-being. You know what I mean, guys? Like when it comes to mental well-being and your mental stability, I don't play about that, okay? That's why you have to be careful what you say and what you do towards people, because it's not just about, being the good guy or the bad guy. It's also talking about that if you're someone who's innocent, mind your business, you go to work, you go to school, you go home, you just focus on yourself, and then you have somebody constantly getting at you, obviously someone's going to snap. You're going to snap. You're going to say how you feel, and everything is going to release. It's almost like basically sitting down and having a water droplet just dropping on your forehead. eventually you're going to go crazy, okay? It's almost like being stuck in a home where you feel like you're confined, like it feels like a jail and you cannot leave. That's what I'm talking about, that confinement, okay? And surrendering and going out for walks and doing certain things to release that energy so there's movement, so you're not stagnant, okay? So surrender is significant. Some of you guys could have surrendered to the divine, okay? So this could be you listening to Source and also following what Source has for you. Vulnerability and freedom. Like I said, spreading your wings. Star energy is significant, okay? So that could be you guys right now at this time with the current energy. There's something about you being vulnerable and having freedom in what it is that you guys are doing. Like I said, having movement, not being stagnant, going for walks, okay? Doing things that make you feel happy. This is not walking, this is artwork, painting, drawing, singing, dancing, writing music, okay? Following your path, following your heart. And it's always that one person in your energy that's like, well, I don't think that's gonna work out because, you know, whatever, whatever. And it's like, just because you don't see your dreams doesn't mean you have to knock someone else's dreams down, okay? So take what resonates with that. We have earth and ground, okay? So like I said, you guys are grounding yourself, okay? Being close to nature is significant for some of you. For some of you guys, inner child healing is significant. So you are healing your inner child at this time, okay? Like I said, when it comes to creativity, some of you guys are healing your inner child with whatever it is. 11:22 on the timer. This could be drawing, painting, singing, dancing, ballet, gymnastics, whatever it is that you're doing. And does it matter how old you are? No. I'm so sick and tired of people saying that, well, because I'm in my 40s or because I'm in my 50s, I can't do this no more. Live your life. Okay, live your life, okay? No one's saying that you're going to be partying with, you know, 18 and 19-year-olds at the club, okay? If you're like in your 20s and your 30s, okay? No one's saying you're going to do that, okay? Obviously, people still go to day parties, but they go to parties that are like age appropriate, so it's like 25 and up or whatever. No one's saying you can't do that. I'm sick and tired of hearing people say, I can't do this because of my age. You know how many times in Canada I've seen 80-year-olds and 90-year-olds doing swimming, walking, doing arts and crafts and whatever, and I'm thinking to myself, well, damn, if they're that age, I hope and pray to God one day when I get to a certain point in my life, okay, even the universe, I pray to the universe, source, my ancestors, that if I live that long, I still have the strength and the energy to do certain things that 1, 2, 3, 4 that I like to do, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer just now. It's like I hope and pray to God that I can do these things as I get older, because guess what? When you get older, with 12:43 on the timer, so mirrored numbers, when you get older, you lose mobility of certain things because you're stagnant. You don't move. You don't shake your body a little bit. You don't dance. You don't, twist your waist. You don't, you know what I mean? Like, people just think that because they're a certain age, they have to stop doing certain things. That's not what it is. So being connected to your inner child could be at any age, okay? For some of you guys, even children, some of you may have your own kids, and that still allows you also to be connected to your inner child even before you were connected to your inner child. So even that too, it's like you may have people who judge you because you continue to do the things that you love to do. That's weird, okay? And then those are the same people judging and saying, well, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do... So do it. What's stopping you? Okay? We have holy love, okay? Roses are significant. I'm gonna get one more card, guys. And then we also have taking a step back. Yeah. So some of you guys are focusing on yourself. You're taking a step back. There's something about divine timing that's significant as well. So take what resonates with this message. But I'm going to end it here, guys. And like I said, when it comes to you stepping into your new vitality, don't listen to what other people have to say about your path and what you have to do. It's like... a lot of times people don't realize that a lot of people go through a lot of things, and sometimes when they get the opportunity to do something, they're doing it because now they finally have the freedom to do it. Now, is it a mentality thing? Sometimes it can be, but you don't know what somebody's going through in their day-to-day life for you to sit there and judge and say, well, why doesn't this person do what I do and blah blah blah. Maybe they don't want to, okay? Not everybody wants to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. That's like me, okay? Perfect example, just so before I end the reading, perfect example is when Game of Thrones was on TV. It took me a whole entire year and a half before I fully started watching the show. I think it was at the ending of their season, and I finally got caught up because I was off work for like 2 weeks one time, and I finally said to myself, you know what? Let me see what this show is about, because now that the hype has died down, let me see what this damn show is about. Okay, and I finally watched it and I'm like, okay, cool. This show's pretty alright. Okay, I don't mind it. It's okay. um would it be something that I watch again? Maybe not, but it's just the whole idea that I watched it. I sat down for 2 weeks straight, watched it back to back. I showered. I would shower, eat, or like shower and get my food and come in my room and watch the show again and eat, watch the show in the dark. Okay, but it took me literally a full year and a half before I started watching the show, because I hate when people hype things up. This could be my Aries placements too, but I hate when people, hype things up and it's like, oh, you watch it, you do this, and I'm like, no, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. I don't want to watch it. Now that everybody's watching it, I don't want to watch it, okay? It's just like being opposites of what people are doing, because that's just how I am. I don't like to do the same things that other people are doing at the same time. To me, that's too much. It's chaotic, okay? So if you're like that too, there's something about the energy where do things on your own time. If you want to make that music video, make that music video. If you want to make that art, make that art. If you want to make that music, make that music. But do it when you feel right and you feel comfortable. Who cares if you have a full-time, a part-time job, kids, no kids, a family to take care of, no family? Who cares? If you stop doing things without doing what makes you happy, you literally will feel like you're caged in, okay? You're locked in. And the collective should not feel like that. The collective should feel free, okay? Spreading your wings, feeling free, feeling happy, okay? But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. All right, guys, I love you so much. Bye.